But I know what's right.
Even if you're misbehaving, you know,
Even
you
if I'm
still know
even if
you
I'm
still know
misbehaving,
what's
I think
right.
they call it sin. We can call it misbehaving if we want to, but whatever. Anyway, but I'm better than I used to be.
That's a beautiful thing. And so your wife, when you were misbehaving, obviously had faith, and so she hung on to that too.
I guess so. I was 33 years old before I really quit misbehaving. So she got to practice with me quite a bit before I quit misbehaving. So much at least.
Well, so do you think Belize was good for you?
Oh yeah, because you always get to look back, and sometimes you can't look ahead and know what's going to happen, but you can always look back and say, I wished I'd have done it the other way, or I never, a day in my life never goes by that I'm not thankful to be here, because one of the things, I'm still living, and I'm still living an exciting life. I mean, just being here is so exciting. I was born in 1940. I'm 65. My heart's pumping good. I don't have any problems. I'm a little overweight, but I'm working on that too. But anyway, I am so happy to be here. It's taught me so much about life's lessons, and life's lessons are usually not big, long lines of paper and chapters and verses and books and all that sort of thing. They're more like one-liners like um, make make it make it easy to do the right thing, make it hard to do the wrong thing. As an example, so you just think about that, and you think about problem solving 101. I write it down sometimes. Identify the problem, choose several answers, choose the best one, do it. Just do it.
You said something very interesting to me about make it easy for them to do the right thing. That seems that could correlate to almost our whole life as far as raising our children, people we work with and live with, and friends and everything. That's a very interesting saying.
Yeah.
Make it easy for them to, in other words, make them to succeed.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, part of the whole thing is to do the assessment. You have to do the assessment. And so, like for example, if a horse is standing tied to a fence and I walk up to him, and he's a young horse maybe, and he rears up and pulls back, and I back away from him, if I do that 3 times, I've reinforced a bad habit. Because soon his mind says, here he comes, I'll rear up and pull back, and then he'll leave. So I've reinforced a bad habit. So I'm going to make it easy for him to do the right thing. So I'm going to change where he's at. I'm going to put him in a small alley. I'm going to take a common household broom. I'm going to take all the halters and ropes off of him. And when I put him in this little alley, he's going to look away from me, show me his butt, and try to get away. Then I'm going to take that broom and I'm going to poke him in the butt. And I'm going to keep poking him, and he's going to get all fidgety and want to jump the fence and do all that sort of thing. But pretty soon he's going to turn around. And when he turns around, then I quit poking him in the butt, and I put the broom down. And pretty soon he'll turn the other way, and I'll poke him some more. And pretty soon his mind says, when I turn around and face him, he doesn't poke me with the broom. So it made it easy for him to do the right thing. See, if I tried to go through the other way, I might even got hurt because he had all the power and the energy, and he's bigger than me. But when I put him in there, I outsmarted him. I made it easy for him to come to me and look at me. But if I'd have tried to accomplish all that out when he's tied up, it wouldn't work. So I figured out and what I'm wanting to do is to be able to go up to him and contact him. And so I did it without a fight and made it easy to do the right thing.
I think that we need to find out some more about these horseshoes and information of this practice raising and teaching them. When we return with TV Biography, we're going to visit some horses. Welcome back to TV Biography. Of course, we're with John Carr at beautiful Banana Bank. As we were going to the horses, we made a slight detour because we had some other interesting friends to visit. This is Who that I'm holding?
That's Antics.
Antics. Uh-oh.
Yeah. He's a sulphur-crested cockatoo. He's from Australia. You may have seen him in a movie. I saw him in a new movie a while back called The Thorn Birds. It really come out in about 1978. But in that movie, there's flocks of these sulphur-crested cockatoos flying all around the doctor in the movie. This is a ringneck, a really nice little bird.
A little ringneck. Where's the ringneck come from?
Well,
this one wants my fingernails.
I don't know why he's interested. He's interested in fingers.
He likes
This
my
one's
fingernails.
interested. We have about 20 of these exotic birds. None of them are from Belize. They're all imported from Australia, New Zealand, Africa, wherever. We even have one Scarlet Macaw, and he came from Colorado. So we don't keep local birds. We just keep. Is he chewing on you too much?
He likes my fingernails really bad.
He's interested in something red, so he's he thinks they're an apple or something.
They really don't taste good.
Well, birds are really special, and there's a lady named Linda Tellington Jones that works with horses, and she believes that scarlet macaws and blue and gold macaws have almost as much as intelligence as horses. Now, I wouldn't have believed that before, but they respond and react. For example, you take this yellow ringneck right now. I'm going to start rubbing his neck right there. Listen. You hear him purring? Just like a cat. He likes that so much, and I've found his zone, and this bird is really turned on. So aren't people like that? Somebody finds my zone, it turns me on, just like this bird, and I purr just like a kitten. And Antics is all over here. He likes your colors, your fingernails, and all sorts of things. Birds have personalities, is what I'm really trying to say.
He's rubbing. He's very interesting, actually. So, hello. Hi, yes, you're very pretty. You said that something I think I heard was that the birds aren't from here?
No, these birds are imported. We get them from Texas and all over. There are people that have birds as a business, and they spend big bucks raising them, and we spend big bucks buying them and going through all sorts of hoops, passing all sorts of tests with the CITES people and veterinary people and blood tests and everything to get them here. It's not easy, and especially in these days. And all of that protection is good because we have something called bird flu floating around, and none of us want that. But we pass all the tests. We do all the tests, and Baja does a good job of minding the store. So I don't think it's a hazard to Belize to have these birds here.
And actually, I know that when I brought in my dogs and cats, I had a lot of permits to do and stuff like that, which was fairly easy. But how did you ever get permits to get the birds in?
Well, we just that's not easy because some certain people don't really like tame birds, but we just kept up the struggle. I guess that's part of perseverance caused us to have birds, and we have a lot of birds. We have a lot of other birds if you'd like to take a little walk. I don't know if a walk would show you some birds.
I would love that.
Walk down there. If you walk on that side of the birds.
Behind them?
Walk behind them.
Okay.
And of course, you know this one. This is the bird that we have in Belize. This is the Scarlet Macaw. And we have them as wild birds in Belize. This particular Scarlet Macaw came from Colorado. We imported this bird from Colorado. But he's a very nice bird. We call him Rado for Colorado. Let's go on down.
Rado.
You can step right behind. He won't bite too hard.
Not too hard.
Okay, this is
oh my lord, this is exquisite.
You see the colors on this bird? This is called a black-capped. You see the black cap? This is a black-capped Lorikeet. A beautiful little bird. Black-capped Lorikeet. Looks like that one flew away. All right, I'll keep this one. They're very unique birds. They've got a funny sort of tongue, and they don't eat seeds. They just eat fruit. They don't eat any kind of seeds. I think they're from Africa too, maybe Australia. I'm not sure.
Just beautiful, the colors.
Look at the colors on that bird. Isn't that something?
It definitely has a black cap.
That is really something.
Absolutely exquisite.
And he seems to like Belize. He's adjusted well. And we have some other kind of birds here. What is this one? All right, this is a blue and gold macaw. And whoops, he's a big bird. I wanted to get on my stick, and my stick breaks. Whoops. He doesn't like that stick. But anyway, hi baby. He wants to bite me a little bit because I haven't worked with him enough lately. And you have to develop trust with him, and but you can see that bird. You see that? Look at that.
Wow, how beautiful! Look at
That's
those
called
eyes.
a blue and gold macaw.
Absolutely beautiful.
I think they're from South America, I believe. South America, I believe. They're beautiful birds. Now this is a family over here. This next two birds are called Eclectuses. You know how in most cases, the male is the prettier one? Well, in this case, the female is the prettier one when it comes to birds. This is the male. He's a young bird, and we brought him to mate with a female. He's 3 or 4 years younger, so he doesn't know how to act. He's kind of all, but I'm going to take him over here so you can get them both in the picture. And this is the male, and the red one is the female.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm going to try to turn her around if I can and show you the blue on her back. The blue is so blue. This blue is so blue. Look at that. You see that blue? Isn't that something? That's just some of the most beautiful color that you could ever see. That's an Eclectus parrot. Eclectus parrot. You won't see too many of those flying around in Belize. Like none.
Like
Yeah,
none?
like none. You won't see any of these either. This is another blue and gold, so I'm not going to bother him. You see he's got that silver ring on his foot? That means he's not from here. When they got a silver ring, we've imported them. One of those birds, oh, this one here is the one that lets me, oh yeah, what a beautiful bird. Isn't that pretty? Another blue and gold. Okay, we got one. This bird had a bad upbringing or something. This is called an African gray. They're the most talkingest parrot there is, just about. But this one, it's like he never learned the talking very much. He's not a talker. Beautiful bird. If he could fly really good, it would be okay, because then he would fly up in the trees and he'd stay out 2 days and then he'd come back home.
Right.
And come back in the cage. But the problem is when they can't fly good enough, then they get down in the grass or something and they have a hard time getting up. That would be the only time it'd be a problem. We have one more special bird. This is a special little bird.
It looks like it dances.
You remember the other was a black-capped lorikeet. This is called a Swainson's lorikeet. And it's the same species, but a little different kind of colors. This is a Swainson's lorikeet. The other is a black-capped lorikeet.
Oh,
Aren't those beautiful
Lord.
birds?
I can see why you go through everything to bring them in, because you love them. They're gorgeous.
They are really pretty.
And this one has the little bracelet too.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't.
Probably fell off.
Antics?
Yep.
Antics, you're beautiful.
Probably fell off.
So you built this whole aviary for all of them. They have a beautiful home.
Yeah. We have several different birds. Well, that's about the extent of the bird tour this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of color. They let you approach nature from another angle. So a lot of color.
And they have a lot of trust with you too.
Well,
you can tell.
A little, yeah. Anyway, they got the African gray back.
Well, so we've got that's a beautiful thing. We didn't lose them. I would have hate to have lost
Okay,
the
we'll
bird.
catch on the horse side of things a little bit. And meanwhile, if you want to see some birds, come to Banana Bank. We'll give you the bird tour. You'll like it.
I'd say there's plenty of them to look at, that's for sure. And even ones we haven't spoke of, so you have to come and see them.
All right.
We'll see you in a few minutes in the horse side, as he said. Well, I promised you when we came back with TV Biography with Mr. John Carr that we would be with the horses. However, there's lots of little idiots here, and we're with a monkey of all things. And God bless. John, who is this?
This monkey's name is Festus.
Festus?
I know how old he is. I got him the same time as I got the Jaguar, so he's going for 25 years old. Internet says they could live to be 40. But this is a spider monkey. Come Festus. And they're very, very, very interesting little guys. And you notice he doesn't have a thumb. No. In his front feet, he doesn't have a thumb. His back feet, he has a thumb, see?
Yes, he does.
He's got a thumb back here.
What's in your shirt?
But he doesn't have any thumb up here. Well, I always tell people that he lost his thumb in a sawmill accident in Guatemala. He's working in a sawmill, and he's pushing boards to the edge, and he lost both thumbs in a sawmill accident, but that didn't really happen. But they're really interesting. Look at their little ears. Their little ears are just very much just like people ears. Their little fingers are just like people fingers. And his little attitude is just about like